Welcome to Team Wild's Carnivore. On tonight's Carnivore, Cai cooks up a quick and easy lunchtime treat, wood pigeon ciabattas. Using only ethically sourced meat, the Wild Food Catering Company is a mobile catering service that brings traditional game cuisine, incorporating multicultural cooking to the general public. Already, we've seen Cai use rabbit and venison to cook up some delicious dishes in the Team Wild kitchen. But tonight, Cai is using a much more common pest, the wood pigeon. We here at Team Wild love our pigeon shooting and utilise a variety of means in taking down this pesky vermin that make a tasty addition to the table. Previously on Team Wild TV, I joined Matt Cole from Pigeon Shoot in Leicestershire on a very successful pigeon hunt and helped the local farmer clear the fields. Also, pigeons often find themselves falling foul of our love of airgun shooting, often with the support of NiteSite's superb range of night vision products. We take out the not so tasty feral pigeons one by one. Plentiful all year round, wild wood pigeon has long featured on progressive restaurant menus. This little game bird fits in perfectly with our growing appetite for sustainable, locally sourced meat. Although farmers see wood pigeons as pests because they feed abundantly on their growing crops, chefs fully appreciate their potential on the plate.
Welcome, I'm Cai Ap Bryn, Director of the Wild Food Catering Company, and I'm again back here for the Team Wild Kitchen. Now today, I'm going to do a really easy recipe using wood pigeon, wild mushrooms, onions and bruschetta bread. It's that simple. Now these wood pigeons were given to us by Matt Cole from Pigeon Shooting, Leicestershire. First things first, we're going to defeather and take the breasts out. It may look like I'm putting feathers on the floor, but I'm not. I've got a bin down here. What I'm doing is exposing the front breast so I can see where I'm cutting and it's easier to cut and it's a cleaner cut as well. Now I've got the breasts here, nice big purpley plump breasts. I'm just going to run my knife down either side of the breastbone and just carefully carve out. I'm going to use the tip of the blade to follow it round to prise off the rest of the meat. There we go. There'll be one breast. That's your one plump pigeon breast right there. If you've never tried wood pigeon before, it's not too dissimilar to steak. There's only one thing you should never do with pigeon, and that's to overcook. You'll see in a minute when I cook these wood pigeon breasts, what we're trying to do is keep it nice and moist in the middle and keep it pink. You can have it from medium rare to rare, but anything medium to well, it's not going to taste very pleasant. It's going to be dry and quite livery. Now that's one pigeon done, both breasts out. We can discard that pigeon. There's not much meat on the legs of a pigeon, so there's not really any point keeping the pigeon. I'm just going to do the same with the other. Just take off some of the feathers there. And there we go. So that's two wood pigeons done pretty quickly. So the next thing is to wash the meat, wash my hands, clean down the surfaces and get on with the rest of the recipe. Now there we go, we've got our breasts. I'm just going to pat them dry with some of the blue towel. Because if I put them straight on the pan when it's hot, it'll start spitting. So the next part of the recipe, I'm going to pan fry these wood pigeon breasts for 45 seconds on each side. I'm going to put them aside and let them to rest. Then we're going to slice the onions, add the mushrooms, chop garlic, butter in a pan, and cook until they're soft. Then once that's done, we're going to toast the bruschetta bread and add it all together to make the fantastic meal. And again, I want to get the pan as hot as it can be. So when I sear these wood pigeon breasts, again, it'll give you that colour and that texture, but it'll still be nice and pink and rare in the middle. I'm just going to season the oil slightly. And put my wood pigeon breast straight in. I'm going to cook that for 45 seconds on each side and then flip it over. And then turn them over. Now these are cooked, we'll take it back over there, leave it to rest for a few minutes, and then we'll start assembling the dish. So we cooked the pigeon and put it to a side, and now we're going to concentrate on the rest of the recipe. I'm just going to finely slice these onions. I'm only using 1/2 of a red onion. That's all you'll need. With the garlic, we're going to finely dice the garlic. I've got 2 cloves of garlic in here. Now I'm going to take everything over and cook it down. So the first things first, I'm just going to add the butter into the bowl. Just melt the butter. I've got about 30 grams of butter in this pan. Now the butter's melted, I'm just going to add 1/2 a red onion. I'm going to sweat this out in the butter until it's nice and soft. Now I'll add the mushrooms, the mixed wild mushrooms. I've got about 50 grams of mushrooms going into the pan. And I'll mix around with the onions and the garlic to absorb all that flavour. When that's done, I'm going to take that off the heat. We're going to head back over to the work table. So now we've got a wood pigeon cut. I'm just going to put the onion in the garlic and mushroom mixture on 2 of the pieces of the bread. I'm going to layer the wood pigeon. Wild rocket. Top that off with some grated parmesan. Just a little splash of olive oil. And there you go, finished. Pigeon in ciabatta with garlic, onions and mushrooms. And finished with some olive oil, wild rocket, parmesan cheese. Looks amazing. That's good. That's really good. So there we have it. Fresh from the fields in Leicestershire yesterday, straight into my ciabatta today. Fantastic recipe, so easy to make, literally 10-15 minutes at the most, and a beautiful sandwich. Try it at home, you'll enjoy it.
From the fields of Leicestershire to the fork of Team Wild HQ in under 24 hours. A simple, quick recipe perfect for an afternoon snack and looks delicious too. To find out more about the Wild Food Catering Company, visit the website at thewildfoodcateringcompany.co.uk. Subscribe to Team Wild TV for all the best hunting shows on the web and to keep up to date with our monthly cooking show featuring Cai and the Wild Food Catering Company.